Greetings, folks! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will delve into an epic tale from the Old Testament, the wrath of God against Pharaoh and Moses' journey to liberate the people of Israel. We will explore how Moses rose to power and how God called him to lead the Israelites out of Egyptian slavery. Let's begin by placing this story in its historical context. Ancient Egypt, one of the greatest civilizations of antiquity, was under the rule of a powerful pharaoh. The Israelites were enslaved and suffering oppression under Egyptian dominion. Moses was born during tumultuous times. His birth occurred when Pharaoh had ordered the death of all Hebrew baby boys. His mother hid him, and miraculously, he was found and raised in Pharaoh's court. Moses grew up as an Egyptian prince, but never forgot his Hebrew roots. One day, Moses witnessed an Egyptian mistreating an Israelite and, in an impulsive act, killed the Egyptian. Fearing for his life, Moses fled to the desert where he lived for many years. It was in the desert that God called him through a burning bush, revealing his will to liberate the Israelites and lead them to the promised land. Moses, reluctant, returned to Egypt with the divine mission to free his people. He confronted Pharaoh, demanding, "Let my people go." Pharaoh, hardening his heart, refused to release the Israelites, thus provoking the wrath of God. While you want to focus on God's wrath against Pharaoh, it's important to mention that God sent a series of plagues upon Egypt as a sign of his anger and to pressure Pharaoh into letting the people go. Pharaoh continued to resist, and God escalated his wrath. This included plagues such as water turned to blood, darkness, and the death of the firstborn. Pharaoh's hardened heart and refusal to free the people led to devastating consequences. The story of Moses and God's wrath against Pharaoh is a powerful narrative that highlights divine justice and the perseverance of the people of Israel. Moses, despite his doubts, followed God's call and led the Israelites toward freedom. This story reminds us of the importance of heeding God's voice and standing against injustice, even when it seems impossible. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the story of Moses and the wrath of God against Pharaoh. Don't forget to leave your comments and subscribe for more fascinating content.